The Sultan's will. From the shadows, I shall be watching.
Me?
As my Sultan?
Admiring the enemy, eh?
Don't worry. Once I
Salam alaikum.
I will not waste words on you.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan will. As my Sultan wills. Orders? As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan.
How may I serve, Sultan?
As my Sultan. As my Sultan. As my Sultan. As my Sultan wills.
Fear not, we are not here for a fight.
Na'am, great Sultan.
Your will.
Na'am, Sultan.
I serve the faith.
Who spreads untruths, my Sultan? The apostate must die!
Salam alaikum. I serve the faith.
Zaida, mighty Sultan. Na'am. As you will, Sultan. Na'am.
Approach to open negotiations.
Salam alaikum.
Florins, Gilda, either is good with me.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Course. Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Course. Orders, mighty Sultan.
We are not contesting.
Yes, Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Yes, Sultan. Leaving the fleet.
My eyes are yours. The Sultan's will. And my eyes are yours. The Sultan's will. And
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. Yes, Sultan. We close for battle. Alhamdulillah! Your faith and courage have triumphed! As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. Of course, as my Sultan wills. What is the Sultan's will?
Orders, mighty.
We would see you dead, heathen. As my Sultan will. As my Sultan. As my Sultan. As my Sultan. As my Sultan. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. Of course. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan will. As my Sultan wills. We shall both. As my Sultan wills. This I can.
Orders. Joining.
We move at first light. Tomorrow's journey.
my eyes are yours. The Sultan's will. Inshallah, I shall continue in the morning.
Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan.
Na'am, Sultan. Yalla, you shall see all from here, Sultan.
My eyes are yours. Unseen, invisible.
As my Sultan wills, we will engage them honorably. As my Sultan wills. Na'am. Setting a watch here, mighty Sultan. Of
The
course.
Sultan's will. As you will. My eyes are yours. The Sultan's will. There will be no secrets from the Sultan. Unseen.
Your will.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Offer a treaty or be gone.
I serve the faith.
You should face trial.
Salam alaikum. I serve the faith.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am. Orders, mighty Sultan.
As my Sultan,
Name the field of battle.
this will, as my Sultan wills, we will engage them honorably. As my Sultan,
My eyes are yours. As you will.
as my Sultan wills, tomorrow's journey awaits. We move at first light. As my Sultan wills.
Na'am, great Sultan.
I'm sure we can strike a deal.
As my Sultan wills.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Combining fleets.
As my Sultan wills.
The Sultan's will.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. Taking my forces aside, great Sultan.
My eyes are yours.
As my Sultan wills. This will.
The Sultan's will. As you will.
As my Sultan wills. Yes, Sultan. We close. What is the Sultan's will? As you will. You shall see all from here, Sultan. Continuing tomorrow, mighty Sultan.
Salam alaikum.
Who has rejected Sharia? This one must now suffer the hudud.
Sultan. We march. Moving the men ashore.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Course set.
As my Sultan wills.
Sultan.
As my Sultan wills. We shall board at once, taking your men ashore.
Orders, mighty Sultan. We cannot plot that course.
As my Sultan wills. This will be an honorable battle. Orders? As my Sultan wills. Na'am, na'am. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. Of course, Sultan. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan will. As my Sultan wills. This will be an Alhamdulillah! We have prevailed!
My eyes are yours. The Sultan's will. My eyes are yours. Nothing to see there, Sultan.
As my Sultan wills. We shall board at once! As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. Of course, Sultan. Setting a watch here, mighty Sultan.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
As my Sultan will.
Na'am, great Sultan.
As my Sultan wills.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Sultan. We move, Sultan. Forming up together.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Inshallah, the winds shall return tomorrow. Na'am, great Sultan. Yes, Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Inshallah. Orders, mighty Sultan.
As my Sultan.
Orders, Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Splitting the fleet. Na'am, great Sultan.
Only the enemies of my people need fear me.
As my Sultan wills.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
As my Sultan wills. We will engage them honorably. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
Sibni Lawadi, infidel. How may I serve, Sultan? Yallah, my Sultan wishes we shall end this day in triumph. Continuing tomorrow, mighty Sultan.
I serve the faith.
You are lucky the Lord died for our sins, for you commit many.
Salam alaikum.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
Na'am, great Sultan.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
I serve the faith.
As my Sultan wills. This I cannot do, Sultan. As my Sultan wills. Of course, Sultan. As my Sultan will. As my
Orders, mighty Sultan.
As my Sultan will. We shall board at once.
Inshallah.
As my Sultan wills. We shall board at once.
Yes, Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan.
As my Sultan.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan.
As my Sultan wills.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
As my Sultan wills.
Na'am, great Sultan.
As my Sultan wills. What is the Sultan's will? As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
We move at first light.
We would see you dead, heathen.
Salam alaikum. Yes, sir.
As my Sultan wills.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Inshallah.
As my Sultan wills.
Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Combining fleets. Yes, Sultan. Orders, mighty... Na'am, orders, mighty Sultan. Course set. Orders, mighty Sultan.
As my Sultan wills.
Of course, Sultan. We shall board at once.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Like the weary camel, now we must rest.
The Sultan's will. As you... My eyes are yours. The Sultan's will. My eyes are yours. Nothing to see there, Sultan. The Sultan's will. Leaving.
As my Sultan wills.
This I cannot do, Sultan.
As my Sultan wills.
This I cannot do, Sultan. Of course, Sultan.
Sultan.
As my Sultan wills.
How may I serve, Sultan? Yalla.
As my Sultan wills.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Name the field of battle. We will meet you there.
Orders. How may I serve, Sultan?
Na'am, great Sultan. Yes, Sultan.
As my Sultan wills.
Na'am. We orders. Yalla. We rest here until dawn. I serve the faith.
Who spreads untruths, my Sultan?
As my Sultan wills.
Yes, Sultan.
What is the Sultan's will?
We march. You shall see all from here, Sultan. We rest here until dawn.
My eyes are yours.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
We will engage them honorably. We shall endure outside their walls. Lay siege. Has the time come to strike, mighty Sultan?
Orders.
No, it's not your people I stalk, Lord.
Na'am. As you will.
Got some new...
Yes, my master?
I am not here.
What does the Sultan...
Is there something I can do for you? I see no... It would seem you are very reasonable. Farewell.
Salam alaikum.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
My men have no orders to engage your force.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
It is said you do not attack me.
Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan.
You are not my commander.
I only answer to my master. I only answer to my master.
As my Sultan wills.
I will defeat you honorably, my worthy foe.
Your will.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. We will engage.
The Sultan's will. Unseen, invisible. Inshallah, I shall continue. My eyes are yours. As you will. Inshallah, I shall continue.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
The Sultan. Inshallah, we will smite this foe, Sultan. Inshallah, most of us will see the sun set again, but the enemy...
Units! On my orders! Units! Units! Stand! Units! March! Units! Group! Heavy infantry.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart. Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Orders completed, my Sultan. Ottoman infantry. Ottoman infantry.
All praise to Allah. Victory is ours.
Long live the warriors of Islam! How may I serve? Sibni Lawadi! The sun sets on today's. I will not waste words on you, infidel.
I serve the faith.
Orders.
The Sultan's will.
Fear not, we are not here for a fight.
Salam alaikum. As the Sultan.
Orders. Yalla! Yalla! My Sultan wishes you dead. Sibni Lawadi, infidel. Yalla! My Sultan wishes you dead.
As my Sultan wills, we will engage them honorably. Alhamdulillah! Your faith and courage have triumphed! We will...
My eyes are yours. The Sultan's will. As you will.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Taking your men ashore, blessed Sultan. As my Sultan wills. This I cannot do, Sultan. This will be an honorable battle. We shall endure outside their walls. Lay siege. Alhamdulillah! Allah has granted us victory!
Inshallah, our winds shall be fair. Inshallah, the winds shall return tomorrow.
My eyes are yours. Leaving the Sultan's will. My eyes are yours. The Sultan's will. Unseen.
Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am. Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Yes, Sultan. Course. Orders, mighty Sultan. Inshallah.
Rest assured, you are not the one I seek.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Yes, Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Inshallah, our winds shall be fair.
Yalla.
Course set.
How may I serve? As you will.
Yes, Sultan. Orders, mighty... Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Course set. Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty... Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty... Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Merging with the fleet. Inshallah, our winds shall be fair.
I serve the faith.
My eyes are yours.
As my Sultan wills.
What does the Sultan will?
I am a treasure my people would not give you.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
The Sultan's will.
What is the Sultan's will? As you will. You shall see all from here, Sultan. As my Sultan wills. Yes, Sultan. Alhamdulillah! Allah has granted us orders. The sun sets on today's journey. As my Sultan wills. This will be an honorable battle. Alhamdulillah! We have prevailed! The word of the blessed Prophet will be...
Orders, mighty Sultan. Yes, Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan.
Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan.
As my Sultan wills. Of course, Sultan. We move at first light.
We march.
As my Sultan wills.
Sultan.
I will bring our forces together. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
Fear is a weapon. Wise generals use well.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
Orders.
As my Sultan wills.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan.
As my Sultan wills. Na'am.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Course set.
My eyes.
What is the Sultan's will? As my Sultan wills. Of course, as my Sultan wills.
Na'am, great Sultan. Like the weary camel, now we must rest.
No, it's not your people.
As my Sultan wills. Na'am, Sultan.
The Sultan's will. My eyes are yours.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan.
Taking your men.
Na'am, great Sultan.
Taking your.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Taking your men as my Sultan will. As my Sultan will. As my Sultan. As my Sultan will. As my Sultan.
Salam alaikum.
As my Sultan wills.
Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan.
My men have no orders to engage your forces.
Taking your men ashore, blessed Sultan. As my Sultan.
Na'am, great Sultan.
As my Sultan wills. Of course, Sultan.
Just a few more steps, and I'll have you.
As my Sultan will. There will be much honor in defeating you. We will engage. What is the Sultan's will? Yallah! You shall see all from here, Sultan. Continuing tomorrow, mighty Sultan.
The Sultan's will. My eyes are yours. And the Sultan's will. Leaving no trace, Sultan.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great. Orders, mighty Sultan. Merging with the fleet.
I serve the faith. We do not seek any trouble with you.
Na'am, great Sultan.
Disembarking,
As my Sultan wills.
Sultan.
As my Sultan wills.
As you will.
As my Sultan wills. We move at first light.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
We march.
Na'am, great Sultan. Course set.
As my
Salam alaikum. Yes, Sultan.
As my Sultan wills.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
I think you have the wrong. You want us gone? Then do something about it.
As my Sultan wills. Of course, Sultan. Na'am. Setting a watch here, mighty Sultan. Yes, Sultan. We close for battle. Na'am, Sultan.
My eyes are yours. Unseen, invisible.
We are not contesting these waters with you.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Course set.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
You should face trial for...
As my Sultan wills.
Sultan. Orders. Salam. Merging our armies.
As my Sultan wills.
How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
As my Sultan wills.
As you will. Forming up together.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
Na'am, great Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan.
We would ask you to lower your... No, this concludes our meeting, yes?
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
Of course, Sultan.
As my Sultan wills. As my Sultan wills.
We will engage them honorably.